Hello everyone. Today we are going to draw HollowKnight. And yeah, last time our canvas size is 6,000 and 4,000 pixels. And if you want to change your canvas orientation, click layer and go to click image and go to canvas size. And you can change them here. For example, I may want it to be vertical. So proceed. And now press Z so you can zoom in. Yeah. And now press H, then we can move our canvas. Right. That's all. And if you want to see with reference, you can use pure ref, like the tutorial part 1 I mentioned about it. So I may want 3,000, something like this. And don't be scared if your background became weird after you change the canvas size. It's okay, just double click on background layer and click OK and press J. If you haven't do this shortcut for your color picker, go back to Edit and keyboard shortcut and find the one foreground color picker here. Make sure your shortcuts for tools. Choose the tools and come here and press the shortcut you want and click accept, then OK. So I want my background to be totally white. That's all. And press G to fill them. Alright. And now I want to draw HollowKnight. And today I will draw lights and colors and some effects. And I don't want to see this again. Just click Save on your computer. Choose the folder you want to put your image and files. And give it a name, like today is HollowKnight. And I will give the name PS P2. Yeah, HollowKnight. Okay. HollowKnight. I may just keep HollowKnight. Alright, click OK. And now here we go. We have a background here. You can double click on the name of the layer and give it a name like background BK. And don't touch it, okay? If you press eraser and erase here, your background will be gone because now it's just filled with white color. So add a new folder, call it draft. Now we need to draw the draft at first. Then we will create another one, is line. And third one is colors. Yeah. And I will put line on the top because I want to leave the lines. And then the second one should be effect. I will show you what does that mean. And now just close them all. Only open the draft folder. And now check your foreground color. Choose the color of black. Click OK. Press B, and now we have the brush to paint. And choose your brush you want. Like, okay. And now I want to draw HollowKnight. Let's see what can we do. I want a very cute HollowKnight. So I open another monitor to see my reference, and you can do that too, or just open the website to see. Okay, so now I want very cute. I want my HollowKnight in the middle of the canvas. So this is my HollowKnight. And his clothes is floating. And his hand should be here. Okay, it's his sword. And its feet. And now press R. You can rotate your canvas to wherever you want. And you can see a rotation angle on the control panel, control column. Okay. And now another his ghost might be very evil and dark. And its eyes is so big, like looking at him. Let's do some draft to see the effect. Okay, so this is the draft. And I want here to be very, very dark. And some dark circles around it. Okay, and if you press ESC, then your canvas will go back to normal. And I want some light come down from top. Alright, and some butterfly, some shadow. So this is what I want to draw. It's always a hope, even it looks hopeless. So something like this. Yeah. Okay. Some corpse shell nearby. Yeah. Its shadow. Around him from the ground. But it's okay. You have light still there. Don't get up. Even the darkness coming. Come toward you. Maybe some effect. Okay. So other shells, sword living here. That is okay. I want to have some space on the top so I can put HollowKnight's title. And in the end, I will add some giant corpse here. Yeah, and some vine around this sword, so which means no one came here for a long time. Yeah, and some stone here. And here it should be dark. Okay, that's all. And some butterfly come in, so you will be all right. You are going to be all right. All right. So now I have finished my draft, and now I'm going to drag down the opacity, and I will go to the line folder and start painting. So its face should be. So now I will choose the manga brushes. If you haven't downloaded, go to Adobe website to install Kyle's manga brush. Okay, I choose this one. It looks perfect for line drawing. Okay, so like Kito's face. and we will fix some flow here later on. So if you have some intersection lines, something you can clean at the meantime when you draw the line, but we will check it again later. HollowKnight. Cloak. HollowKnight's cloak came from its hat. So something like this. And the edge of the cloak is broken. Very old and dirty. Like a very lonely kid. That's why we love it. We can feel the same feeling sometimes, maybe from our childhood. Now I'm playing with the shape. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Now I'll clean the masked part. Press E. Why E didn't? E, okay. I want to leave a clean line. And if you zoom in, you will see some lines like this. I don't like it, so I'll clean them. And make sure you really erase the part you want to remove. Don't leave dirty parts. And see, my brush, opacity of my brush is down to 30 because I accidentally press 3. So if you want to go back to 100%, then press 0. It will go back to opacity 100%. It happens sometimes if you didn't notice. Okay, clean the light here as well. Now I'll clean here, and here. And how about this part? What should I do? What should I do? Maybe I'll clean here. Add some little edge. Clean here. Maybe this curve. Remember to press Ctrl S all the time. I don't want to lose my progress, so that's why I ask you to do that too. Okay, I think it's fine. I want to clean this line. Okay, that's all. I want to clean this part. Yes. Alright. That's quite weird. Better? Yeah, I feel better. clean this part. Clean here. This part is weird. I want like this. I want something like this. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Once you press Ctrl T, make sure you select layer 2. I want to manipulate a little bit about the cloak. Okay, create a new layer, and because I don't want to erase the parts I just finished, if you still drawing on the same layer, it's so trouble for you to erase everything. Okay, you will see what I mean later on, because we will have more and more layers. I don't want the process of painting to be too complicated. I want to easily to manipulate the parts I want to keep and the parts I want to remove. Right? Yes. Alright. So now I finish the cloak part. See, this part looks a bit weird. Why? I don't know. I want to clean here. I feel that looks not nice. I don't like. I want to redraw this part. I want these parts to be larger and the back should be smaller. Like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, another layer. I want to merge these two layers by select them all, and if you click them larger or longer, then you will see this option, merge layers. Click another one. I will call it body, head, and cloak. right body. Yeah, so its body is here, so I'm going to erase the parts. Yeah, cover his body. Yeah, it's nice. And I want to add some little detail here. Something like this, yes. Okay, I think that looks cute. Clean the lines. Alright. And this word. Erase the parts intersect. Make the contour better. Okay. Now I want to draw some background. I will draw the shadow later on. Some crack here. Cracking part. Some rocks. Oh shit. I want to use lasso tool to remove the rock from sport layer to environment, maybe ground and rocks. Okay, so Control Shift and V, that will pass on the same place we just cut. Yes. And now I want want to draw some shell environment. That's my favorite part. Oh, here is not good. Okay. Now, always zoom out to see the whole picture. See, that's not right, because the angle is from the top, so this sword should be different angle, like we see it from the top. So I wanna draw it again. Maybe we look from its top. Something like this. Looks better, I think. So, I suppose. Yeah, correct. Okay, clean the line. Ahead of the sword. Yep, I will draw the line later on. I want to put some skeleton here of his brothers. Oh wait, so I need to create another layer called skeleton. Control Shift and V, and another skeleton. Crack. And some skeleton is buried almost in the ground. You only see its eyes. So you can say HollowKnight is stepping on the corpse of his brother and sisters. is the darkness of this game. Okay, in the ground, I want to create some stones. And the stone should have some textures. So I want to draw some textures for it. Something like this. Some cracker stones, textures. I want to put some shell here. So, shell. Like the big shell of the huge giant bugs from the dead corpse giant. And this one will be smaller. And then in the background, I will draw something pretty big. Then it will look creepier than anything we see now. I want the atmosphere. Right. And now I want to draw a vine. Wait, giant monster skeleton in the background. So I can't wait to draw it. Let me draw it at first. I want to draw a monster here, and it would be a little bit misty. You wouldn't see anything. It looks like a spider's web, but also looks like a skeleton. Like from very, very far away. And you can clean the line. want to add something from this stone and rocks. Want to add some textures, cracks from the stone. Okay, and now I'm going to draw lines. So vines here. Maybe some little bit smaller vines from here, and some from the ground. Some. Okay, I'm going to draw thicker lines for our skeletons. Yeah, here and here. Okay, this is ghost. It will be whole dark later on. Alright. Okay, I'll keep drawing vines. And some vines from the skeleton. It looks creepy for me to see a plant growing from a skeleton. From the eyes. That's terrible. Yeah. Some are here, some is here. Alright, that's all. Some are from these rocks. Okay, and vines from the top. Okay, so where the light comes. Yes, so I will clean the intersection part. I want this one on the top, so I can clean them easily. And this one, maybe this one on top. This one on the back. This one is on top. Maybe no, this one on top. Okay, that's fine for me. we need to clean the monster's layer too. So now I will go to monster and erase the parts intersect with the lines from the top. So now do you see the advantage of separated layers? You see we can erase some parts very easily without redrawing it. That's what I like. Alright, that's all. And now this part I want to erase some parts from sword. Yeah. And this part is from the ground. So I'm gonna erase something from here. Here looks weird. Too many dirty lines. So I'm cleaning the dirty parts and skeletons. I want to clean the skeletons. For example, these parts and these parts. These parts should be white on the top. Right, this part. Right, and skeleton. I didn't clean here. Yeah, okay, it looks fine right now. Oh, here is messed. So I'm going to clean the lines, seams. We will see the lines from the top, and also we need to clean. Oh, that's from monster. Sorry, we need to clean monster's skeleton. Right, beautiful. I mean, you can spend all day to clean your lines, but because it's tutorials and I don't want to spend too much time, I feel fine. And at least for me, I like a bit messed lines because it looks like you just painted. So it's kind of my test. Anyway. Alright. That's all. Okay, the last part is our deer dying. Oh no. Press R. Rotate. Eula. Canvas. Let's draw our shadow. Our ghost. Our dear ghost. Every time you die, it shows up. I want to make it creepy, like it's looking at you from the hell. Yeah, it's looking at you, it's waiting for you to come. It has a big horn. It just look right at you. That's what I want to do. It's looking at you. Creepy. Creepier. you want to replace with you. Okay. That's all. Now let's draw some butterflies. So it's ghost. Your ghost. Our butterflies. Butterflies. Dear butterflies. We have a butterfly here too. It's not scared. It's waiting for you. And we will have some in the background. Like this. Alright. So now close our live folder. Go to color. Now let's draw some color. And I will choose. You can choose. I want to choose concept. Usually I use big brush, big soft. I think you can find it from the default Adobe offer you in Photoshop. So I will draw this with you. Now let's draw something from background. Oh, make sure you hide the draft. We don't need it anymore. I want to draw some color tone. So maybe this one from this one. And I want here to be dark, maybe darker. Right here. Oh no. Okay. I want to be saturated. What's this? And now, this is a background. And how about other place? Draw some light color, brighter in this layer. Maybe darker. Oh no, darker. And you can manipulate your opacity at first. I prefer do this way, so I can have some color covered together. I can see more chance to choose colors. Maybe darker a little bit. So maybe not this color. More saturated. Okay, I like this color. So what am I doing? I want a little bit vignette around the corner. Vignette. Yeah. Okay, so this is background. I will create a new folder in color folder, name background. And now it's eyes. Oh, I just noticed in our live folder, I didn't clean the skeletons here. Here, I should do this thing. Yeah, I just noticed. Oops. Alright. Our skeleton. Right. Forget about it. Monster. Yes. Okay, keep going. And now go back to our color folder. I want to draw an eye first. It's just totally dark. And I will choose hard round. It's just whole dark. And manipulate your opacity of brush to 100%. Yeah, like this. And this ghost should be whole black, except its eyes. When I draw, I will draw the edges around the fill area. I will just do something careful at first. Then make my brush bigger to draw the middle part. So I'm very careful when I go to the edge. But I will be brave in the middle of the fill area. Right. And this thing is whole black too. It's small ghost. And let's put some black to the hole here of other skeletons. I want to draw some terrible thing. Oh wait, go back to our lines and go to our ground and rocks layer. I forgot to clean for my butterfly. Yeah. And the vine. Butterfly is wonderful. And sword. Yeah, so what's this? Oh. Yeah. Okay, it's okay now. Go back to our color folder. Remember to save all the time. I want something from the ghost, like this thing. I want something around him, around HollowKnight, to make him feel depressed, hopeless from this terrible ghost. So now let's clean fine. I don't want my sword be covered, so I may put this line lower, maybe from here. Yeah, maybe this way. Okay, and make the top of this thing sharper, smaller. Look very fierce and dangerous. You can't defend it very easily. It's so hard. Something like this. And if you didn't see anything here, you can manipulate the opacity and remove the part you didn't want, erase it. Something like this and this and this. The butterfly shouldn't be covered. It's okay. Yeah. I made my brush smaller. Don't know, I feel here should be something. Maybe this thing, this way. Okay. Right, and now I want to add some brightness. So maybe for butterfly, brightness. And also one is for butterfly. It's like a light here. So I want my butterfly to be this light. So I'm fill color basically to anything, everything here. Butterfly. Oh, I need to clean the vines from the top here. No. Oh, that's for monster. Right. Go back to our color folder of butterflies. Keep drawing. Go back to line folder of butterfly. I think this one isn't draw good. Isn't draw well. Okay. Keep drawing, keep drawing. Be patient. Okay. Go back to line. Clean monsters line. Okay, looks nice. And now I want to draw something for our HollowKnight. It's shell. So this time is the skin color, I think. Skin. So I will choose light gray. Nothing is white, it's too bright. So I'm going to draw in this layer for HollowKnight. And I want my skin beneath eyes and brightness. Actually, we can bring our darkness back. So where is the darkness here? Oh. Okay, maybe darkness. Bring it back. Alright. Now go back to our skin. Oh, and we should add some darkness here to our body. I will create a layer called body. I wouldn't make it pure black for some reason. I don't know, I want to add something to it later on. Okay, I'll put this layer beneath the darkness. So we need to make some color here. And I really want to manipulate here. I don't want this dark thing to cover its hand. Okay, maybe this way. Bring it back a bit. Okay, was better. Okay, and now I want to add something to skeletons. So this is HollowKnight, and this is for corpse. And I will give them darker gray. Maybe this one. I want to make this layer to something like this. No. Multiply. Yes. No, maybe don't do anything right now. Just this. this word. Brighter gray. Okay, and now add some color for vines. So it should be stay in darkness. And vines color, I want to give them dark blue. Actually, that is. Actually, I want to be darker, and saturate. So I miss the butterfly here. Go back, draw, and clean this part. Okay, go back to vines and keep drawing. Clean the butterfly again. Go to vine. Okay, give some colors to our monster skeleton. It should be much darker. I didn't see anything. Oh, okay. So I manipulate background folder in colors folder. I want to see something when I draw. So go back to our monster layer. Draw something. Our butterfly leg color here. I'm sorry, apologize. Alright, that's fine. Vines should be on the top. This one should be on the top too. Here is mine, so clean it. Another monster skeleton. Okay. And now one last thing is our ground. Ground should be on the bottom. Call it a name. Ground. Want to give it this color. Ground. Okay, I will manipulate our background. Go back to 100%. Shit. And now I will. Oh no, this is not what I want. I will delete ground layer. Do it again. Ground. Okay, so this time I want to use soft round to create something. Oh, I forgot this abandoned sword. So let's do this at first. Abandon sword. It's also the light gray. Use hard round. Brighter than other corpse. And now, one last thing is vines. Want these vines to do dark as well, but brighter than other things. our sword. Okay, now other vines here. Oh no, I used the wrong color. Okay, brightness, eyes for the ghost. I will choose very the color near to bright, near to white. Right. And then clock. We haven't drawn the clock yet. We haven't drew clock. Clock should be beneath the vines and the darkness. So I want it to be. Okay, I may want it to be darker as well. This color. Beneath body too. So now let's be much more careful to the edge. else. Okay, now rotate. I want to draw something for our ghost. I want to give it dark gray. What's this thing? What's this thing? Okay, so ghost, 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 cloak. Okay, come back. Now, one last thing is our rock. So rock, I want to draw the rock beneath everything, just higher than ground. Rocks. And the rocks should be this color. The rock should be here. Rocks. Alright. And now we are almost finished. Now close the colors folder, go to effect. Now I want to add some effects. For example, I want to start from HollowKnight's face. I want to add some shadow. So I'll create a group named shadow. Shadows. Another one is brightness. So I want to draw the shadows first. How do we draw shadows? Let's draw something start from here with soft round. Okay, shadow first. Okay. Now, yeah, something like this. I think it's too much, but if you use darken, you will see feature color. Alright, and add some shadows to our cloak. So this is for faces, or you can say surface. And this one is for cloak. Cloak should be darker saturate. Yeah, this one. And I want to make this layer to be darkened too. Or you can just multiply. Yeah, maybe multiply. And you can use your eraser, soft round eraser or softer round pressure. You have all of them from Adobe Photoshop by default. Shit. So now, once this shadow is from the top, so brightness is always from the top. So I think I should lower the opacity here and draw here. So you see, we add some shadows and now it looks better and much vivid. And I want my eraser to be soft now for our face. And opacity down to 50 for our eraser. Want to be smoothly. So this way, darkness and brightness is from here. I mean, how do we know? How do we draw the shadow? Light is from here, so here will be better, will be brighter. Opposite, so in opposite, the rest of the part would be darker. So this part should be like this. Now add some to our rocks. I want darker color, soft round, and I want it to be multiplied. And here will be very dark. It'll be too dark. If you didn't see anything, just lower the opacity. Okay. And draw some in the background. I change the layers of rocks to be the button. And now I want to add some brightness to rocks and butterfly. I want to add something to rocks at first, and I will choose lighten. So as you see, each layer can be manipulated with different types. So this section is for darken your color, and this section is for brighten your color, and other things you can play around with them, but I don't use them very often. So now I want to make my rock. Let's see. Want to make some that's weird. Lighten. Okay, looks better. I think it's a bit too much, but we can manipulate later on, because this part should be darker than other parts in the scene. So now it's a bit too much. Want just only a little bit like this to the surface. Around area should be a little bit darker, so maybe I will lower the opacity of rocks brightness. Here, here. Little bit little bit, just a little bit. Okay, other rocks. Not that much. And here should be brighter. And here, because it's beneath HollowKnight, so it's much darker because it has shadows. Okay, and now I want to add some effects for our butterflies. Brighter, much brighter, and I will try to let us see. So if I use this, that's a bit too much. If I use brighten for butterflies there, what's gonna happen? Brighten. Yay. I want to be saturated. Okay, maybe this color. I want to be brighter inside. How do I do that? How do I do that? Brighter. Green. Yeah. So here will be real brighter. That's what I want to do. Okay. So now I want to make my background a little bit blurry. So blur for BK, blur for use camel cast, then we can see much more about title. Blur for background. Okay, and now I want to do something for the background. I want to at first, no, not this thing. Background here. I want to do something for my background, so I will create a new scene on the very top, blur, and for background. I think that's much clearer. So I'll delete this there and do something here because I want to cover the light too. So yeah, looks interesting. Want to cover the background, maybe this thing. maybe not. So what if I also add something yeah, this is what I want. Yes, I want to add some weird color. Yeah, like this. Yes. Yes, this is what I want. Weird neon lights from nowhere. Okay, so what should I do? Now I will. So now we need to know something about mask. So click the whole folder with mask, and now we see have a thumbnail here for this thing. And in this thumbnail from this, how do I say that? Or mask, which means color mask. In this thumbnail, if you have dark color, which means where you draw black, then the thing would be invisible. So now I draw black, right? So this part wouldn't be affected anymore because they have no anything from this blur folder. You can do this for single layers as well. You will show this technique from many painters. So now I just want to clean something on the forward. I just want my monster to be covered, not everything here. So here I will use soft run. And now I will lower my opacity because I want my monster to be a little bit blurry, a little bit unclear for purpose. Yeah, I do this for purpose. Okay, and now I want to go to effects. And I want to do some vignette. Make sure when you drag the layers or a folder, you need to see the double blue line, which means the place you would place this thing. Okay, and now I want to use soft round to make my corner darker. I think I should do something here. Vignette. And I want it to be darker. Or maybe higher. Darker here. In the background, I mean. Perfectly. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, now I want to create color 2. I want to here is terrible. Here is terrible, so I'm gonna deal with here by add more darkness. Yes, because here shouldn't be bright. Yeah, so just a little bit weird brightness. Nothing should bright here, but the butterfly can be bright because it's butterfly. Okay, I feel it looks better. only thing should be effect is monsters. Yes. Otherwise, keep it back. Yes. Okay, now I want to add some textures to our stone from color 2. Again, from rocks. So I want to add some normal, darker blue, and I will use salt pressure opacity, this one. Yes. Add some to our gold skeletons. And you can add some color to our sword too. And don't get dirty too much. I want to erase effects blur from this thing as well. Oh. It should be all black. Right? And now I want to remove some from here as well. go back to our rock. Yes, I like this color. And add some dark here as well. And now do something for our rocks. Rocks, texture. I wouldn't use brush here. I will use some textures, maybe like this one. It has some textures, see? Or this one. Yeah, this one. Or you can choose something from other brushes. You can play around with it. Yeah, I like this one. Looks perfect for me. Kyle's brush, concept brush, and yeah. Give brush some dirt or kind of texture to the stone. To make it have some better feeling. Okay, edge to move. This one should be very invisible because it's in a blurry background. Yeah. Okay, so what should I do with here? I want something. I want to make some textures. Some parts is brighter, some parts is darker. I want to draw some very dark parts. Dark. I want to use some texture brush to create something. Nope. maybe. Okay. Oh. So I'm playing around with the brushes, and now I'm drawing the dark line again. Okay, so because everything seems a bit messed, so I want to clean it. Here should be darker, so I'm playing around with it. Here should be darker too. Shouldn't have weird brightness unless the butterfly. Okay, I'm going to add some texture to our rock. Here should be darker, so you can press heavily. Okay, I'm gonna add some texture. Yes. Looks much better with the texture. Right? And now add some texture to this poor sword. So I'm gonna add something to the sword and skeletons by darker blue. I'm playing with the brushes. Sword shadow. So I'm gonna draw something here, maybe this brush. Oh, looks nice. I want to add some sword textures. Nope, not this texture. So you can use smudge. You see an icon on the right top. You can smudge the color with this tool. I want to be darker on the bottom. Yeah, something like this. And I wish my skeletons be a little bit scratchy as well. Right, I feel I like this texture because it looks a little bit like wave. Yeah, so I actually can use this one to draw some wave feeling. Okay, so now I'm going to use this thing. No. Chaos brush in concept, I would like one beneath here. Yes, this one. I want here to be a little bit dark. Okay, so one last step is manipulate the color reverse free. So I think the color is a little bit too saturated, so I'm gonna fix it by using soft front and I use multiply. You can manipulate icons in brushes panel with this slider. I wish them just stay with this size by default. Okay, so now we should have some multiply color. Okay, I'm going to draw. I'm not going to stay saturate. At all, I will draw some darkness to my painting. To make it better. I will lower my opacity of brushes. I will lower my eraser as well. I'll paint some darker color in the middle of HollowKnight. And I want to add some darkness here. So make the background darker and darker. Here, this area. And last thing, I want to add some brightness around Ghost's eyes. So it will be like this. Darkness, brightness. Why I didn't see anything? So my flow should be 100%. What's wrong with this layer? Let me see. Ah, because the whole folder was set. Yeah, now I feel better. I want brightness around Ghost's eyes, like it's glowing. Something like this. Maybe you can downgrade. And add some brightness to our butterfly too. I want something like this. this, but brighter with some color. So you can do something to butterfly like this. And if you really want to do something else, you can add some dark and blue. A little bit, just very little bit. Maybe here, yes. Something like this. So butterfly circle, glowing circle. How about this one? Oh. Bright eyes for ghost. Center of butterflies. Okay. How about this? Shadows. Shadows. Alright, I want to draw our ghost's cloak. for some reason, I also want to manipulate our background here. So what am I going to do? I want to make this background darker. Maybe with some multiply. I want to draw some gray to its cloak. I want to add some texture to this ghost. I want its darkness remain. I really want to add some textures. So what should I do? What should I use? I use this opacity 71 hard round brush. Let us try something. So open a new layer for cloaks. Okay, maybe all of this group is for cloaks. For ghost. No, what's this? Okay, this is background. Okay. Anyway, I create a new layer. Now we are going to draw ghosts, cloak. I want to create something without exact line because it's the ghost. So darker. And now I choose this brush. I want to create some lines. I don't know why. Just want to try. Darker. darker. And I want to create a new layer. Maybe manipulate about opacity again. Just try to create some, I don't know, texture feeling. And new layer for brighter gray. And this time we are going to use this brush again. Larger brush size. Darker again, new layer. And this part darker. 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 Like a revenger. Okay, and now go back. Okay, one last thing. I want to add some dust. You can play around with Kyle's brushes in concept. I may play around with this one, and gray. And now let's add something to our scene. That's too much. Just a little bit. I think that's too dense. Want something. So we can go to brush setting, and I want this spacing to be larger. No, not this one. Scatter. Yeah. This one. Here, better. So I want my thing really I want this thing. This name. I think this one is from Kyle's brush too. So I like this one. Okay. So we can draw and then erase the thing that we didn't want, if that's too much. Alright, layer 21, and we can draw by ourselves with some other brush. No, maybe we can just draw by ourselves, something like this, something brighter. And we can make our brush smaller. And also some darkness from this dark ghost. So you will see some dark dots here. Alright, we finished our HollowKnight. I hope you enjoy it. Next time I want to draw something from Dark Soul. See you next time.